Hi, my name is Betsy Hanrahan.
And I'm Janelle Lowry, and this is our digital storytelling final project. For this project, we decided to select the option of telling a story based on history. But since we're quarantined together, we decided we were actually living history at this time in 2020 with the coronavirus. And for us, being quarantined together, our communication with the outside world is limited to digital communication via text, the internet, and during those communications with other people, we realized a story was emerging of our story of quarantine, but also other people's stories of quarantine. And we got an idea for our project through something her sister said to her in a text.
Yeah, so my sister, she was an anthropology major, and so she was asking us if we had started doing quarantine journaling, and neither of us had, but she has been journaling every single day. And basically she said that what we're living right now, we're creating artifacts that historians will look back on as important moments in our history.
So while we were quarantined, we were starting to see images from people that we knew on social media. And there was one in particular that was a friend of mine that posted her family in quarantine. And that was a spark for me on how can we tell other people's stories and make this bigger than our story and bigger than us, because it is bigger than our story and bigger than us. And so with that, we decided that we would tell a digital story of the quarantine, but not just our story. We wanted to tell everybody's story. And so I put a post out on Facebook to try to collect images of people in quarantine throughout the country and ask that those people submit an image that would represent their quarantine story. And so we collected those and we compared it with a map of where the coronavirus outbreaks are and made sure that we got a good distribution of images from across the country.
So after we had gathered these images from our friends and family, and then also our friends of friends, we had a lot of people from connections that we know reaching out and giving us photos. After that, we formatted the photos for the website, and then I took the Mapbox GL, which I had learned about in DTC 477, and using JavaScript and JSON, I was able to plot out the different cities and places that people were giving us the photos from. And then on the map, you see each of those positions is marked with a mask, and when you click on it, you can view the different pictures that people sent us from all across America. And we just wanted to capture all the different kinds of things that people are doing to cope with this time. So some of our images include people Skyping with their friends and family, people making masks, fostering animals. There's a lot of variety between the things, and that helps round out the story.
Some of the people who contributed gave us an explanation of what their photo was and what it meant to them and how it was telling their story. And we have everything from kids sitting with their siblings and doing an online classroom to going and visiting grandparents, or even a student with special needs having a home visit through a monitor to be able to keep up with their needs.
So we tried to have a pretty good representation of all the places that were affected by the coronavirus. If you compare our map with the map of coronavirus cases in the United States, it correlates pretty strongly.
And that's
our project.